None of that matters. Right. I'm a white man with no rhythm. Across the not across the state, across the town, there is a black man with much rhythm, and we would like to welcome you to the Watermelon versus Pumpkin Podcast, episode 125.
125, 125th Street, next stop.
125?
125, 125th Street, that's next stop. You know what I mean? That's that trainway.
What was that Adam Sandler skit with the guy in the booth where he's like, $1.25? I'm coming out of the booth.
Or the hella hard in the booth, trying to get right in the 125, trying to stay alive through the COVID.
Ooh.
I don't know what they call it these days. They call it the Chinese flu. The Chinese flu.
The Wuhan virus.
The Wuhan virus.
China.
If it started in America and it affected those guys, I'm pretty sure it would say it would be an American virus too.
I could imagine. And you know what the funny thing is too? I always think like if, whatever, something started here and went over there like you're saying, I don't even know if we would even be aware that they were saying. You know what I'm saying? Like it almost seems like to us like we don't know what the fuck's happening in Germany, like what they're talking about that we wouldn't like. Like I don't even think we would hear about it if it happened.
No, they got hidden secrets on us. You know what I mean? Hidden laughter jokes. We got our inside jokes. They got theirs, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That was like always remind me of the there was a comedian back in the day that's he was saying the whole thing is like, oh, he goes, wouldn't that be funny though? Like he said, we don't think about the shit like, but what if like the Chinese guy in the back that's cooking and stuff, making food, and you know how like back in the day, the offensive way or whatever, when people used to make fun of Asian people, they grab and pull it back and
I am so happy that you're wearing sunglasses.
But that thing that people did, and the comedian was like, he goes, well, who's to say that they're not in the back fucking propping their eyes open, going, oh, hamburger. And
yep.
He was, what I mean? Like, got jokes for days about Americans. Like, I'm sure they got their shit too.
Uh-huh. And I almost feel like, I get it.
Tired of feeling like
it's just I think that we have more important things happening. But then too, I do get the whole. There are people that are really dumb, but this is the thing too is I don't know if not saying Chinese virus would save or change the mind of the dumb fucking people that see an Asian person and then attack them, because those people exist as well.
Oh. Didn't see that? There was a video of that, man.
Well, it's happened a couple times.
I just seen one recently on a New York subway, I guess.
Yeah.
It was a black dude. I think a black dude fucking attacked the Chinese guy or whatever.
Yep.
Because he was telling him, the one where he was telling the guy, get the fuck away from me. Yo, get over there. He said, you from China? You China? And that's like, dude was just sitting there looking at him like, I ain't got to answer you. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
It was like fucking probably a, college student or something, He fucking yelling, what the fuck I said? Yo, get the fuck from out of here. Get from around me. It's like, yo, that's just ignorant shit, man. Just ignorant.
Yeah. And it's weird because that's the argument. They say, when people say things like, oh, it's a Chinese virus, people are that dumb where they're just like, oh my God. And then, they think it's all Chinese people. It's just fucking, right. And nobody, and I'm not saying me, I'm saying a person that is dumb enough to hit someone that's Chinese, they don't understand the difference between any Asian at all. So they're just like, anyone I think looks like that, it's on,
You look like you're Chinese. It's like, how you know better than anybody that beat somebody down because they were black, man? You ain't no fucking better, brother.
Yeah.
It's the same shit if you're doing ignorant shit like that. If you fucking somebody up because of what they look like, hello.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of wild, ignorant shit, one of the things that's popping off is the online video games. I played a couple of games online. I've been getting into it with the Xbox. I've been doing Call of Duty lately, but maybe we'll get back into that. But what happened, one of the most ignorant things, did you see the NASCAR driver? Because now what they're doing, kind of how like we speak over the internet, a bunch of the NASCAR drivers have hopped on these video games to, drive online and shit because that's what they can do.
Right.
Completely forgetting that they are live over the internet to millions and millions of people. So saying the N-word is not going to go over well when you're a white NASCAR driver. Yeah, that happened.
Wow.
I don't know the dudes.
I mean, they'd be a little smarter if they had the burner accounts. You know what I mean?
No, but they're on video. It's
video. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
It's on video.
America.
And it was funny because, you know, the dude, he's playing the video game, he's driving, he's got the steering wheel, all that shit. And then in the worst way possible, drops the N-word with the hard R. You know what I'm saying? It was with the hard R on it. And then all the other people are just like, hey, bud, you know, we can hear you. And then he's like, oh, you heard that? It was just, he forgot where he was for a second. Let it out.
He finds of his own home. Yeah, man. Wait. Oh, man, now they know. They know now. Yeah, they know. Bubba Ray know too now, cuz you all done.
Bro, it was crazy. Like, immediately lost his fucking 2 different sponsorships. I think he had, you know, whatever he had him with, but they were big-ass companies like Nike and whatever else. You know what I'm saying? Immediately lost his sponsorships. Immediately got suspended from his fucking team without pay. Like, he fucked up in the quarantine. Like, he fucked up. You know, like, bro, he's already got his apology video out, all that. You know what I'm saying? He fucked up.
It's that quarantine life, you know, that no shaving, losing your mind shit, and your filter gets broken. And he's just like, I said, damn it, granddaddy. His daddy's fault because he implanted that way into your life.
Bro, and he sounded real comfortable saying it. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't taking it out for a spin. You know what I'm saying? He owned that shit.
Did he try I just said it because he was ignorant, and that's the word that means ignorant. Cut it out. If people still try to run with that shit, you know, it's like, no, that shit is no. You can't run with that.
So remember that?
It means ignorant, technically.
There was always a cat growing up that would be like, look it up in the dictionary. Look it up in the dictionary. It doesn't even say anything about black people. Like, ugh.
Bro, you know what the fuck it means. It's like, stop. You know, and to put a story within that kind of racial story, the college coach, Mississippi State, who sent a picture up, Twittered a picture of like, oh, my wife after a month of being quarantined with me or something, and it was like a picture of a noose or something, you know? You know, my thing is like being the coach of Mississippi State. Mississippi is like the probably most known fucking state for hanging people. Was, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You know, I looked up some ancestry shit to my family, and they were from Shabuta, Mississippi, from my grandmother's side, and that was an infamous town that was known for a famous bridge for hanging fucking blacks. You know what I mean? The Hang'em Bridge or some shit like that. I was like, oh, that's nice. So Mississippi, I know in context he really didn't mean it that way. He was talking about, my wife wants to, I want to kill myself being around my wife.
Yeah, he meant it for himself. Yeah.
Right. But wrong choice of pictures, man. You know, it's like, put the gun up. I think the gun would have been more safe. Nobody gives a shit there unless, you know, people are like, suicide is not a joke. You know, those people could come at him, but
yeah.
And you got like majority, fucking 70% to 80% of your players are black, and you know, it might be from the deep country in the South out there. You know, those guys are from that area. Yeah, you know, you got to know what you're doing. You know, you got to kind of be aware. Is my thing. It's like, you know, it's like you got to be aware a little bit. Like, we didn't think that was going to come back a little bit.
Yeah, but I like you were saying. I think people, they get comfortable in their own house. I'm sure he is losing it a little bit, and it's it's a tough one because one thing one of my boys was telling me. My boy Walter was telling me, with any art, and not that this was art, that what he was doing, but say with art, with a movie, with anything that you put out there, you don't get to decide how people take it in. You know what I'm saying? All you can do is create it and let it be there. So, you know, that dude's intention was probably pure and just, I'm making a joke because somehow it's funny to not like your wife. You know what I'm saying? Which is a weird fucking thing that everybody does, but I don't know why it's cool to be like, oh, the old ball and chain, the fucking whore that I'm married to. And it's like, wait, what?
The dirt bag, yeah. The bag I want to bury.
Yeah. Like, maybe don't marry someone you don't like. I don't know, but
I liked her at first.
Yeah. No, but that is the thing to where nowadays it's unfortunate that you really do have to police yourself because, like I said, my boy said, all you can do is put it out there, and how somebody takes it, you have no control over. Like, we talked about when we used to play sports in this country and how the guy said a black quarterback could hide the ball because he was black. And there's like, oh, my God. It's like, well, no, he is black. What are we doing right now?
It's like technically he's brown and the ball is brown. So, that's
yeah.
That's kind of what he was saying. Yeah. Had it been a black coach that had said it, nobody would have thought twice about it. You know what I mean? If it was a black coach and be like, hey, man, listen, brothers, man, we blending with the ball. We can't tell that mesh point. Yeah. It would have been a whole different, see that approach right there? That would have been a whole different laughter. Uh-huh. When white guy goes, well, I think it's because of this dark skin that it makes it hard to see the ball. When you listen to it, I was like, no, he didn't deliver that right. You didn't.
Yeah. He didn't stick the landing.
If he would have said, I think due to his complexion that maybe, the ball complexion is real similar, so sometimes it might be hard to see the mesh point. I think that's okay.
He said that all black people look like footballs. That's what would have happened.
Choice of words and how you deliver, man. Because if he would have said it that way, I think it'd been all right. Because he said it's dark skin, they chastised that motherfucker, man. It was like dark skin, like, oh, you say darky, don't you?
Yep, I know. You just sound too familiar. But no, it's
right. You
danced that before. I don't know. It's one of those things where maybe what's going on, people will chill a little bit and realize that different things are important. Like for me, one of the things that I've realized during this quarantine is that it is funny, but it's also true. Like, dog, the most important thing you can do for your health is to be rich. And it was nothing that I didn't equate it before, but like the people that are in the best position right now are people that have enough money to just sit home and do nothing. Like, and it's wild that, of course, you would want wealth and you'd want money to, make life easier. But I never looked at it from a health perspective of like, wow, the most healthy that you could be right now is not leaving your fucking house. And to do that, you would need, certain amount of wealth, which is.
Right. And they just, with the money like that, they just have shit delivered all day. Just have shit delivered. We need to go nowhere. We'll have pallets, fucking trucks to drop off fucking pallets of food. Mm-hmm. You got money like that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm about to go order the whole warehouse full of,
order the warehouse, put it over there for 5 days, Lysol it, make sure that it's good, and you'd be
right. I mean, I'm looking at because I like to watch some of those like mansion shows or cribs, just to it was the peak, man. And I look at those and I always wonder, like, damn, if I had that kind of money, would I want to live that large? Because I almost feel like it's a waste of space. You know what I mean? It's like unless you plan on moving everybody in there, 8 bedroom, 10 bath is a little much.
What always was bizarre to me that you would never see on any episode of Cribs or shit like that. I figure if you're a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? If you got a ton of money, why doesn't anybody build an actual full-size movie theater in their house? You know what I'm saying? Like people, they build one that's pretty big, but like if you got money like that, it can't cost you that much to build like Drake has a full-size basketball court in his house, indoor full-size basketball court. And I'm like, I can't imagine that it would cost that much more, or I assume it would probably cost less to build like a full movie theater with that, 100-foot screen, whatever it is.
At that point, it's just too many people coming over. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you have your big screening parties. I can see if you were like a director or like an actor, it's like, hey, we're gonna have another screening or some shit, or and you got people coming over, but it's like I know. I just look at it
by myself. I'd be in there playing.
When you look at it, when you look at it, man, and it's kind of like. Yeah, they like you said, they got money. They just stay home, and then some of these mansion shows I'm watching. This guy's got everything. I mean, there's all kinds of racquetballs and gym. Like they're gonna stay healthy. They're gonna stay in shape. Athletes that are smart and invested in equipment for their home are staying in shape. Those basketball players that might go again, they're in shape like that. They're at home. You know what I'm saying? They got rec time where they don't gotta be too bored playing shit that I never played with this, but now you're home all the time. You're gonna play the foosball table. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like crazy. One guy had a trampoline fucking park. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Like this is what the wealthy are doing when they're quarantining and they don't have to go nowhere. How safe is that? You know what I mean? Essentials. We're out here.
I know, Essentials in the building. I know I got to start playing the lottery or figure out better ways to make more money because, man, I now definitely equate that shit with fucking health and the amount of.
That's a good question. Is the lottery still going down? People still buying tickets? Anybody going?
I don't know. Well, that's the other thing. Like we're speaking before, this started about how now anybody with a tickle, anybody with anything thinks that they have it, but it's like, any other diseases, any other bacteria didn't just go like, oh, COVID's got this. Let them go. Let them go. When it's like everything's still out there. But also to speak on that, nobody shoots anybody anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have and I get that there aren't masses gathering for a mass shooting. And I understand that kids aren't in school for a school shooting, but like nobody's shooting nobody anymore. There's no like, because to me, now listen, Jesus Christ, oh my God, never, 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 never. Don't even want to put this out in the universe for it to happen. But to me, it's like, how has nobody, in terms of just how America used to operate, I'm surprised that now where all the people are gathering at the hospital, there hasn't been a shooting at a hospital. You know what I'm saying? How it always seems like
somebody takes it too far.
Yeah.
This is a humbling thing for I think all enemies. And Emmett
Smith.
And Emmett Smith leading Russia to NFL.
Russia with what does it mean? Putin.
All I'm saying is I haven't heard one ISIS hit. I'm surprised ISIS didn't try to take credit for this corona shit, because that's usually what they do. You're like, what do we do? We put corona. They stopped. Nigga, no, you did. No, you did. Cut that out.
Yeah.
But they can't attack people in public. They can't go and do fucking, mass bombings and Times Square or something. Like there's a lull in their plans to fucking, take down the American fucking but they are thinking though. I bet you
they hate our freedom.
Sorry. They're like, oh, that's it. We must get hands on chemical shit in order to scare these niggas. How are we gonna cripple that economy? You're looking at it right now. Somebody's looking at it like that's how we do it. You gotta put some shit in there that fucking is airborne and take people out, scare the fuck out of that country and shut them down, and they shut them down, they can't work. Can't work, you cripple the economy, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, because you got to think too, man. I was listening to a podcast, I forget which one, but they had said 9/11 didn't fuck up shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Like 9/11, people still went to work fucking 2 days later, So
they seen it as a random attack. It's random, it could happen, but we be careful. Airlines probably went down for a little bit, maybe a month or something, and then it probably kicked right back up. I mean, they told people
that long, to be honest.
When this shit first hit, people told people not to travel. People were fucking flying like crazy. Fuck you guys. Bro, there's nothing but kids I see. We were on the porch on Sunday, sitting on the porch, and three young girls, they walked by. I was like, okay, they're obviously they all didn't look like they were sisters, so they didn't live in the same household. They're marching up the street. They're back and forth a little bit, and then some little boys came up the street. Next thing you know, all 6 or 7 of them are walking together. And I'm looking at my girl, like, look at him. I said, one fucking big germ bubble is fucking walking up down the street. You know what I mean? It's like, come on. And I think of a lot of it is parents are just go. Like, trust, like, Mom, can I just walk up the street? Just go. Get some fresh air. Go. Don't be around people. Okay, Mom. And as soon as they get the fuck out here, they're buddying up with 6, 7 of them walking around the block and shit, talking dumb stuff,
and this was said on the news and then everything else, and I get it's tough to take the news serious because they do change the shit, but this has been said of like no play dates, no nothing, no doggy dates, just don't fucking be around anybody. And
people don't take it serious, man. That's that's and then the whole, even the conspiracy shits, with the whole, 5G shit, and it's like, okay, I get it. At the end of the day, I get every conspiracy you guys are saying, but just running around spewing a bunch of conspiracy is not helping anything with the fucking situation happening right now. Yeah. I said, if you're not gonna do something about that conspiracy, then shut the fuck up about it.
Well, to be honest with you, the 5G argument, they've already fucking lost, which I'm not saying is true or not. I don't know. But if it turns out that 5G is fucking everybody up, they already fucked up, because now they're just like, well, 5G is causing coronavirus. And it's like, no, it's fucking not, because coronavirus is everywhere. 5G is not everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, 5G is only in certain little spots, and Corona is fucking around the world, you know? But my thing is, like, now they fucked up for...
I was going to say, that's because I was saying to somebody, it's like, yo, it's around the world. It's like, to think it's like some bullshit America just makes up, and it's like, yo, this is not just us. Look the fuck around. What do these other countries have to fucking earn by saying people are dying from this shit?
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's not really the game there.
For me, now the argument for 5G being bad is ruined because they're trying to blame it on Corona, but it's like, yo, but what if 5G is bad and doing something else? You know, then they've lost their argument because they already blamed fucking Corona. So now it's like calling wolf. You know, what is Crying Wolf?
I was thinking it's like,
that's the name of this episode now, is Calling Wolf. I said Calling Wolf.
Calling Wolf. Listen, it is so true. That's like, so somebody said, you got a 5G tower next to your crib? You got a 5G tower next to your crib? Like, I don't know. How the fuck do you find that out? I don't know. Yeah. You know, and it's like, yeah, because that's where it's at. I'm like, wait a minute. So if it's from the 5G tower, everybody within that fucking radius of that 5G tower should be fucking, everybody should be dying. That's ground zero to the shit, right? I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, you know?
Yeah.
There's another one I heard about, they're lying about the hospitals, that the hospitals aren't what they say they are. They're lying about how many people are really sick, how many people are in the hospital dying. And you're like, I don't know, man. The footage looked pretty fucking real to me. I don't know why. I mean, how many actresses can you hire? You know what I mean?
To me, the problem is whatever you want is out there. Because think of it like this. You might take a fucking footage of a hospital in New York that's booming, that's packed with fucking people. And then you might be able to go fucking 2 towns away somewhere else in New York and a smaller hospital that doesn't have many people there. And you can film that, like, you can make it look like whatever you want it to look like. And that's the problem.
And that's what I was trying to tell him, but he was like, yo, but you know what I mean? I said, I don't know. That hospital that person went through and took that footage where it was completely quiet and dead and nobody was out there and the COVID line, it was empty. He was like, where's all these people at? What are they talking about? I don't know. Was that the hospital that they were saying is that? Go to the hospital where they say is a hotspot.
Yeah.
You know, that's
my thing is you can find both. If you're looking for both, you can find both. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying that's what he did, but like there's a ton of people in New York, yes, but it might not be at every hospital in fucking New York. You know, some people, like even me, just being in Connecticut, there's a ton of hospitals around, but if I had a problem to where I could go to what hospital I wanted to, I would go to whichever one I wanted to. You know, like, I don't know, man. I think like with all phone signals, 5G, and even with 4G and everything else, like, yeah, we're probably around too many radio waves and too much radiation. And I don't think any of it's good for us, but I don't believe that this is 5G is going to fucking give us COVID. And it's kind of like, go with the shit that maybe you can prove instead.
Right. It's this whole, the agenda, hidden agenda that they got. And I'm like, but I was trying to say to somebody, it was like, bro, this is not the first conspiracy about the government being a certain way. And are you fucking kidding me? And so every generation has a version of this and the government, and they're trying to do this. They've been saying that shit since the beginning of time. But you know what? Yes, they do control us. Yes, because we have a government that is controlling basically what we do and how we act and react. Yes, and my whole thing is like, they can be fucked up, but people are fucked up. So it's like, then what? I rely on the guy who's not sharing the fucking, toilet paper in the aisle in survival mode. Like, this is when anarchy hits. Are you ready for some shit like that? You kidding me? I can't even fucking trust my neighbor. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. Without consequence, man, chaos is just fucking, chaos.
Imminent. No, man, I'm down with, I'm down to listen to conspiracy theories, but it's that thing. I'm like, because I'll agree, like, when I see Bill Gates, first of all, how the fuck does Bill Gates know everything? I understand that he's smart, but then immediately now Bill Gates knows all viruses. I guess computer and fucking otherwise,
I didn't know he had a doctorate. I didn't know.
Yeah. But I will say I don't like when he goes and gets interviewed by Ellen. And he's like, yeah, we're going to have to hit everyone in the world with this antidote. And I'm just like, I don't want to be vaccinated along with, like, you're going to give everyone in the world the same thing. And they're like, I don't like that. That was.
Yeah, that's weird too, man. I know what did I hear? One that they were saying it was a doctor from Harvard, a professor or from Harvard or whatever, saying that he feels like because of the way this is that we're going to be in like quarantine kind of stay at home kind of mode until 2022. This thing's talking about 2 years of it. That's his theory. You know what I mean? Because now you say it's good to go out and then it goes back out. If it's not prepared and shut down, you don't have the proper, whatever, it's going to spread again. Then you're going to go back to shutting down. It's almost like let it off, shut down. And like he said, a back and forth for 2 years of doing that shit. That was his estimate. Which is like, can you imagine that? 2 years of this kind of living, every fucking 4 months we got to do this. That's crazy. That's fucking insane.
I could see it only because first off, people didn't listen, and people still aren't listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still see people in the fucking stores walking by like nothing on, just like and still walking around judging everybody else hard with that fucking look, just like that. You know that look of just like, man, this fucking asshole wearing a mask, like. Like I said before, I don't understand. There's zero benefit to be cocky here. There's zero benefit to be fucking braggadocious and proud of fucking what?
Right.
Of just being like, no, you won't see me in no fucking mask. Like,
what those people are waiting for is they're waiting for is the moment that hopefully they survive this. Because in their head, it's like, yeah, I'm going to survive, but it's a hope there. Yeah. and it gets through and it all blows over like I fucking do. I was the one telling guys from the beginning that fucking bullshit. You don't need no mask. People are dying. The government's lying. Italy's lying and Germany's lying.
but that's the thing is I can see it continuing for that long, like till 2022, because then when they were coming out, well, like we said, first nobody's listening. Some people are listening, but I'll say nobody's listening. That, like, you see kids fucking everywhere. There's still people that just don't even think it's a thing at all and are still hanging out, having parties. Like, who was it? A couple of the Dallas Cowboys got caught having a big fucking mansion party and shit. When you're like,
Dexter Prescott, he was like, no, it was only 10 of us. It was only 10. 10 of my non-family people coming over fucking hanging out.
Tell that to whoever fucking took the Instagram video, because they got a whole lot more than 10 people in there fucking, oh shit, yo, we're at the party. Like, there was.
That's how they, oh my God. It's like, yo, we got an image to uphold. No cameras, guys. The new millennials, they can't help it, man. Yeah. New athletes, they can't fucking help it. Because that's like the newest thing now, too, after end of games. Like, there's a whole, like, segment of them players going live. That's what they're all doing now. After the game is over, they're walking off the field and they got the camera out. Yeah, we had a big game today. You know what I mean? Had a fight. You know what I mean? That's the newest wave. They're all doing it, man. They're all fucking doing it, bro. I watch a lot of NFL films and shit throughout the year. And, when they show like mic'd up, when they got them mic'd up, like I like watching that, hearing the shit talking and a lot of the hard hitting and grunting going on. But right at the end of that, usually it comes into, oh yeah, big game we had out here. It's like. That's what it is right now, man. It's that new one. They can't help but want to be in front of that camera, man. Yeah. Like, we're from the era of the athletes. It's like your modest athlete that was, your Michael kind of Jordans. Like, he was arrogant just enough. You know what I mean? He backed it up. He was arrogant. He was confident, but then he wasn't too egotistical, even though he was, but then he wasn't. You know what I mean? Like, LeBron is a diva. You know what I mean? That nigga's a diva. He needs the camera. He's always up there, and he has to let people know how good he's doing and show how good he's doing. You know what I mean?
I'm still not okay that LeBron thinks that nobody knows how fucking bald he is. Like, that shit fucks with me. That LeBron's just like, nobody knows that this is all paint. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know who else got fit? I saw Jalen Rose. Now he's got the tightest waves on the broadcasting, right? Yes. Jalen Rose part of the Fab Five. You know what I mean, with Chris Webber and that.
I think he was actually number 5 as well.
He was, yes. Yep. He fucking, he's all his social distancing shit he's doing is he's do-ragged up. So my thing is like, is that because you want to show him you're keeping your waves right? And I'm thinking like, nah, you painting up there, bro. There's some paint involved that you can't get to your barber to get. Them niggas with that Benny shit or Benite or whatever, that paint, the Asian paint, probably can't even get it delivered, but woof. There are some dudes out there that are struggling, bro.
Oh, yeah.
What's terrible? I was gonna say, did you see Black Thought, Tariq from the Roots?
I haven't seen him. No.
Oof. Jimmy Kimmel did a zoomed him, whatever.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, can I get a quarter look, nigga? I'm talking about straight like, damn, who is that homeless nigga? Oh shit, that's Black Thought? Crazy, yo, because you know that shit kind of trimmed.
Yeah.
He crazy as shit, bro.
That's wild.
I mean, I look crazy too. Don't get me wrong, we quarantine, but his shit, like if your hair grows fast, man, mine doesn't as much. Guys that can't get to them barbers that don't shave because they don't want to break out and shit. They're hurting.
Yeah, I saw
community.
Deion Sanders looks wild because now because that's the other thing too is that guys don't usually color their own hair. So now Deion Sanders is all gray. Diddy is all gray. Fucking, it's weird.
It is because now they can't get their shit. They can't go. Remember, all these people are pampered by people. Usually, what I mean. Diddy has a slew of people that do shit for him.
Yep.
It's funny. I would like to see. I didn't get to see Diddy, man. I want to look at some footage of him. That's funny. You know what I mean? Like, how's Diddy look? Because all those people that are always in the camera, like, the Kardashians and all them, you don't really see them posting shit too much.
Yeah. They can't
not
get
as much.
done up.
They can't get as much done up. They can't get their hair did the way they want to. Maybe they can put some makeup on and a ponytail.
Yeah.
New people are coming out.
I know exactly the reels coming out, but I do agree that I think it's going to be a lot longer than people want it to be. Like even same shit. Now Trump is talking about like, hey, in June we're gonna start opening up. Like even my doctor's office, they called me and they're like, yeah, we're gonna, because they're not taking anyone in April, obviously, and I wouldn't go. But they're like, yeah, we're gonna reschedule everyone for June. And I was like, you could put my name down, but I definitely might call you back and be like, yeah, we're gonna push it back further because I'm not going to risk it for the bit. It's just a fucking physical. It's nothing else, But
right. It's not that crazy.
Yeah, I don't need to go there.
It is crazy in the point of like, man, somebody might need to get, hey, I got to get a colonoscopy. It's about that time. Well, you could wait another couple months, but what if those couple months is detrimental to that guy?
Yeah.
Certain things people got to check.
No, man. If the Matrix is fucking railroads, we definitely hopped on a different track because. Even it's butterfly effect to the fullest of. Can you imagine how many girls were going to get pregnant on prom night? How many but now instead, how many people are going to get pregnant because they're home with their significant other? It's one of those.
The baby boom is happening.
The storyline took a shift, Right.
And you're talking about the baby boom, and in the next couple months, people are going to have to go get those. Oh, I think she's pregnant. You got to go get checked. And prenatals and all that shit. Like, baby boom is happening right now. You better believe it, man. Yep. There are some people that aren't home a lot with their families. Guys that work a lot, work a shit lot in the businesses and offices. He goes there 7 a.m. He don't come home to 7, 8 at night.
Yeah.
Don't see anybody. He's probably been that way for years. Now he's home discovering this new pussy that's been his old pussy.
Yo, the circle of life. That new pussy becomes that old pussy, becomes that new pussy again.
You gotta leave it alone for a while, and then it becomes new again. Like, oh shit, baby, it's always been as good.
Rediscovered.
Rediscovered, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, but like I said, I could see it. I could see it going, man, because I don't. With the way that these fucking grocery stores look, it doesn't look like it's almost over. You know what I mean? How they're talking about like these grocery stores are looking fucked up. And one of the biggest meat packaging plants is closing because 300 of their employees fucking had corona. So they're talking about, now meat isn't going to be as accessible. Brother, I paid way too much money for the amount of eggs that I got yesterday. The amount of egg for a money, the ratio was not correct, brother.
It's about $5 a dozen almost, man. It's crazy. For something. I think it was like $4.60 for something. Like, yo, I get eggs for the low. You know who got them for the low? And they didn't upcharge? Aldi's. 88 cents. I got
Still 88?
88. I got 2 of them the other day.
Yeah, I haven't gone back to Aldi's because when I went before, it didn't look great. It was kind of like too many people in too of a small space. Like it wasn't great like, last time I went.
Well, now they got a line and they're counting. So now they're doing what a lot of stores. They're doing what a lot of stores are doing: 1 in, 1 out, 2 in, 2 out, 2 in. You know what I mean? So
good shit.
Yeah, that was like that. And then they have it where that quarter thing with the carriages.
Yeah,
that's no more. They have the person comes back with a carriage. They line them up there, and as there's an employee outside, when the carriage comes back, he's got a table set up. He takes his Clorox wipes and he wipes the whole fucking carriages down and gives it to the next person.
Wow.
Yeah, all this is on their shit, man.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Because that's where I usually go, and that's why I'm so used to that price of 88 cents. So now when I'm like, oh, it's the cheapest ones that I found, it was $2.99, but for medium eggs. Yo, and medium eggs, it's brave to call them medium, dog. It's brave to call them medium.
Right. It's a stretch.
Yeah. I was pissed, but then I spent $7 for 30 eggs at ShopRite. You know what I mean? I got like the 30 pack. It's big.
Yeah.
And that was $7 when that's usually like $2.84. You know, that shit, or no, excuse me, like $3.84. That shit, it was almost double the price.
2.5 for $7. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to those people that have chicken coops.
Swerving in the coop.
They know what time it is, man.
Yo, how does like we said, when words mean different things, right now, swerving in a coupe means something different because now you are swerving Corona because you got the coupe, so you're swerving in the coupe. Get away from me. I'll turn the light off on them, you know what I mean?
Get that effect. Get the flash effect on these things. Oh, man. I wish I had some chickens at this point. It's a hell of the people that are growing their own vegetables in their fucking gardens, and they're like, see, this is why we don't need you niggas right now. We got some shit right here. We're gonna do it ourselves. In case shit get crazy, we just keep growing.
That was the craziest shit though. A couple of states stopped the sale of seeds. I know Michigan was one of them, and there was somewhere else I was reading today, but where people are really getting on some, speaking of the conspiracy type shit of like, whoa, we're doing this is more. Even a lot of Walmarts and Targets in different states, they can only sell essentials. So it's like, yeah, we're open, but don't go to the toy aisle's not open. It's fucking essentials are open. Like within a store, they have certain sections closed off of. Get the essentials, go back home.
Yeah, that's true. And I seen somebody that put something up there. It was it was a little true, but I hear this like, yeah, get essentials, don't do it. But then it's like, listen, there might be somebody that struggles with they have their own struggle. Maybe they have an alcohol problem or something, and they're trying to get something, they need a board game or something, or who knows, something that's considered non-essential, but that might be essential to that fucking person so they don't lose their fucking mind. So at that point, it's, you know what I mean? It's like, so I was like, I dig that. Like, you have some shit that might drive you fucking crazy. Like, my lady told me about, we might get, she might want to get bikes for us, you know what I mean? And, we kind of go out together and get our bike rides a little bit, you know what I mean? Which is kind of like, it's a little safe, but I'm still nervous of shit in the air, but we'll be masked up on a bike. I think I could do that, you know what I mean? Get a little exercise that way and stay together in a little unit.
And stay away from other people, and, it's the same shit. If you see somebody you just say hi and keep it moving.
Right. The bike is the best way. Everybody else is walking around now. We zipping by.
Yeah.
Any other biker come next to me, they get in the motherfucking roller derby kick. They get to the right.
Road rash, dog. Road rash.
Motherfuckers remember about the roller derby on Saturday morning. There was one of them, I forgot the federation, or maybe it was just roller derby, but it had a fucking alligator pit in the middle. What the fuck was that?
With real alligators?
Yes. What the fuck? It was supposed to be, it was it was kind of like staged a little, but they had an alligator pit was supposed to be like there for the losers or something, or like there was a person like next to it. I had to jump over it or around it. It was like scary, intense. Yo, this shit was like early 90s, man. I remember, oh my God, it was majority was like they had a men's like division, women's division. Shit was crazy, man. Like those roller derby shits are no fucking joke. They really fuck each other up. Damn it, I said, watch. I gotta remember that shit, man. My phone is being used for the camera. I'd look it up, niggas, but there was one. You know what I mean? That was fucking great.
That's awesome. Start up your own roller derby league when it gets fucking when we restart the country.
Right.
Yeah. No, man. I've been passing the time. Like you were saying, like board games, puzzles. I completed one puzzle so far, 300 piece. Yeah, I might be able to put this shit on the screen. I gotta learn how to use this Zoom because there's also a screen share function that I don't know how to use. But I wonder.
Zoom is tricky, man. We zoomed. What was it? I zoomed with my family on Sunday for Easter.
Zoom.
Yeah. They're having. Do you know about Zoom parties? Are you aware of this? The new thing going on.
No.
So same thing. People set up. People get the Zoom. They get the Zoom account. The link goes out. Now you get over so many 50 or whatever. How many people get inside this meeting? But they're all fucking dressed up like they're going to the club. And then there's one guy that's controlling it. He's the DJ and he's playing music. And they're all fucking like in makeup and shit and dancing like that at the club and shit. You know what I'm saying? And a Zoom party. There's Zoom parties, man. And I'm laughing because I'm like, that's just the future, man. That's what the fuck that is.
Bro, that's the other thing too. Is like I can't imagine people going back to school. Like it doesn't make sense. Like I don't know.
Go to school for a month. That doesn't make sense. Like I mean, it's. Ooh, panda. But I got this. That is the image that stole WWE. WWF.
Right?
Little nigga like that.
Yo, but that was a 300-piece puzzle that after I did it, I was like, yo, I should have, just to create some type of content, I should have fucking recorded it with the GoPro and done the time-lapse shit. But maybe I'll do that with the next one. Because that was the thing. I've been, the trying to keep busy thing, trying to keep your mind moving, at least do something. After I put it together, I called my mom. I was just like, you got any more puzzles in your basement? You know what I'm saying? And she's like, yeah, I'll look for some today and I'll leave them on the porch for you to pick up tomorrow. It's just one of those, like, you got to get back into shit and you just got to stay
some actual like mind-powering things of, the old, I mean, we could bear ourselves on our phones, which we all do. You know what I mean? That's that's a way to get through shit. Watch this or watch that or play a game here and there, which I put some new games on my phone I've been fucking around with. I got this really cool ninja assassin game. I don't know. You sneak up behind niggas and cut their throats. I don't know. But it's like it's an aerial shot of like a maze. And you got to like sneak up on them in the maze and then they run around. And when you kill one, they hear it and they chase you. Anyways.
That's like Metal Gear Solid, that type of shit where you just got to do, quiet missions and then.
You hide behind walls and they don't, because it's dark in there and they have flashlights. So as long as you don't get hit in their flashlight, they can't see you. So you can sneak up behind them and kill them. But once you kill one, if somebody's a couple aisles over in the maze, he hear the shit, he come flying over there and you got to sneak around that nigga. It's kind of fun. It's running around. I forget the name of this shit, but shit like that we could all do. But I was like, those old, like, good old game of like fucking solitaire even, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're by yourself, if you got somebody, you do a fucking, you want to play some fucking blackjack or,
Yep.
Shit like that, man. Like Monopoly, I played with my daughter. She smoked me.
Yeah. Xbox, I saw Xbox has an online Monopoly for $5. I'm thinking about grabbing it just to be like, that'll be a nice time waster.
Yeah, Monopoly's great, man. I'm pretty sure there's a Monopoly app right now, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But, what I mean? I've got a Wheel of Fortune one that I've played before.
That's a good time waster too, yep.
Yeah, me and my lady, when we're together, we like to do a little Mad Libs, those are fun.
Yep.
Create a bunch of those, like, get a little silly, maybe get a little cocktail or something.
Drop bars on them.
Yeah, get a little doobie-doo. And, she likes to come to me for the words. She says the story better. I give her the better words.
Yeah.
So words, babe.
No, you know where you could put those? Because I started to post a couple of things and I've been learning about it, but the TikTok account that we have, I got to give you the password to that so you can sign in, and that'd be like the type of stuff to post on there. It's like short form content. Everything is under a minute, but there's some funny shit on there. We definitely have to.
TikTok, it's been hitting for a little bit now, but I think it's more now. It's taking a bigger surge. I know my daughter's been telling me about TikTok probably for the last year, but it's been around for a little bit, but now I think it's more big because now, once celebrities start getting involved more, that's when people start paying attention more. Oh shit, LeBron James got a TikTok account. You know what I mean? With his kids. They're funny though. They are, especially when they do the voiceover shit for like stand-up bits or a movie or something, you know what I mean? Those are the ones that get people going, they get creative with it. Yeah. So we should partake in them niggas' lives.
Definitely. Like I did I did a couple. I put like the video of the water spraying out the bidet. Like I put that shit up there, and doing research, a lot of it is hashtags as well, because there's a section that's for you and a section for the people that you actually follow. And the for you section is just like suggestions, it's just like a live feed. and anybody can get on it. So it's just kind of one of those, like a flowing river, and you just like toss your idea into it and just see who catches it, because you just all use like the same hashtags to get on the For You page, and then if it's funny enough, it'll go, you know, like it's.
And then there's that one guy, I originated that. Did you? Because everybody doing it.
A lot of that out there. There is a lot of like every girl doing the same thing, you know, the same dance, because that's a lot of it too. A lot of people dancing on TikTok.
Right. What was the newest one? My lady has shown me the Drake song "Switch." I just hit a switch.
Oh yes.
They turn the light off and back on, and then him and the male and female the clothes change and shit. Yep. Those are pretty funny, because now the niggas in a fucking two-top and shit, and he's hairy and shit. You know, those are funny. There was one that had with the black couple when they was dancing, and the fucking lights went off, and then they come back on. He said, "Yo, you ain't pay the lights?" I guess, you know what I mean? Silly shit like that. It's like, oh, okay, we out here.
Yeah, those are good type of shit that I know you're good at too. Like because you posted some video on I think either Instagram or Facebook with the cat in the bag. Or did you put a mask on your cat? Something like that.
Oh no, that was her. That was her thing, man. She fucking likes plastic bags. She fucking dove in one, and I told her it's my cat being COVID safe. She was like,
yes,
tucked in, nigga. She was ready.
But those are the type of things that like you see, because also animal videos go crazy on TikTok, you know. But anything like that, and you just gotta like research the right hashtags, like you put cat, you know, that type of shit. That's what people are following and looking at.
That's funny. Yeah, I can pick it out, man. Like I said, initially I always thought it was just, I was like, yeah, it's just, you know, like kids shit, the little kids do it, but it's like, nah, it's a bigger wave, a bigger form of content people put up there and shit. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's kind of like Vine on steroids. Like the old Vine app was cool, and now this is like a lot of people doing the similar content to Vine, where it's a real short form, like stuff that's like 8-9 seconds long. Like it's just boom, quick joke, done, and that's the video. You know, they just keep it moving.
Yep. Quick, bomb, boom, in and out. I've been watching my dude, the Dave Portnoy, Barstool guy.
Oh yeah, because he's doing like Frozen reviews now, right? Frozen.
Yeah, but now he changed it because it started with Frozen reviews. Last night was his last one, man. I was gonna because he had gave his address at one episode. He didn't say when. He goes, yeah, I said my address. So people that got it, they got it, and they've been sending them shit. So then he came up with, he's been doing this unboxing. He does them live unboxings for like 3 hours. He's getting all kinds of shit in his unboxing. And then if he likes it, you know what I mean? He's like, oh, this, you know, and then he's almost like, he gives shout outs for like sponsors. They'll put shirts on and people send him shirts and fans and shit like that. So, you know what I mean? It was like, man, I was going to fucking send him some merch and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But his last one was last night. He's like, because he's getting too much. He's, you know.
Yeah.
He did, I think it's like 7th one or something like that. Because I didn't know how they were getting his. How the fuck are they getting his address? And he had just said it in like the last episode that, yeah, well, you know, people had got it. I said it before. You know what I mean? Yep. So now people have it and they're fucking sending shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like, but he's doing. It started with the frozen pizzas and it led to him getting other shit. Like first started with the frozen pizza and then somebody sent him a pizza cutter. Said, dude, here's a pizza cutter. You're fucking up the game with that little knife.
Yeah.
So he went to that and a bunch of other shit. Now he's just like this. It's funny to watch because he's losing his fucking mind at the same time. And he's ripping all these boxes open. Like, he's a character, man. He's you know what I mean? But he's real big into advertisement and shit. You know what I mean? That's how Barstool it came about. You know what I'm saying? This guy's a fucking millionaire with that shit, man. Like I stumbled across him through the pizza reviews because I thought they were funny.
Yeah.
But I heard of Barstool, but I didn't really know like he was the man behind it, the one who ran it.
Yep.
And it was his whole thing. And it was like I did the research, like, oh shit, these guys are really fucking big, man. They've been doing it for years. Like, you know, it's
nice.
Really big like sponsorship, like millions go through there. So that's why I've been watching a little bit of that shit at the same time too. But writing music, you know.
Bars.
Yeah, you know, trying to jot some ideas down in the feng shui of things. When I can get to my own little bubble, you know, having, you know, my daughter coming by here and there and stuff, you know, doing at-home life and, you know, washing clothes and all that other fun shit, cleaning up.
Yeah, I feel like I have more dishes to do and more laundry to do than I ever have before.
Right. So you got to stress this shit out. I was like, I'm going to stay inside these fucking underwear for at least 3 days. I'm going to still shower, but I'm going to keep the same underwear on. I ain't saying I have to shower for 3-4 days, nigga, but wear the same drawers for 3-4 with a clean body every time. I think it's okay.
Well, and now, too, I'm also washing stuff more often than I used to. Like, you know, like my jacket that I wear to work, I'd maybe wash it like once a month. And now I'm like, all right, I'm going to wash this shit twice a fucking week now, you know? And
right. I know. It's like, bam. Bro, me and Lysol, me and that disinfectant spray, I feel like it clogs me up. I don't know. It's like, it does something to me because when I go to work and
hold on real quick. Just, man, Lysol, it just does something to me.
Disinfects my life, nigga.
Just does something to me.
I don't know, man. I go in there because I spray the shit out the car. I spray every nook, everything that next person before me touched. Yep. You know, the start button on the vehicle, the shifters, the knobs, the seat adjuster, the whole seatbelt strap, the chair. You know what I mean? But I'm spraying the whole fucking thing down. So by the time I get in there, it's like, oh, I feel like I'm like, I should never have COVID because I cleaned the inside of me so good.
Yeah.
Inhaling this shit, like, what the fuck?
I know that's the problem too, is you spray, but then you're like, I don't want to open up the window and lose it all. You know what I mean? Right. But then, like, am I supposed to be just marinating?
I jump in there with it. It's like, let's let the particles fall on me. What's it gonna do? It's only gonna kill anything that might be on me.
Yep. Let me breathe it in and feel.
Yeah, let it settle on my skin, huh?
Right. Well, listen, let's call it for 125. And the world is crazy. Sometimes we think about trying to talk about other things besides COVID, but this is the world right now. So it's tough, man. It's tough.
You can't talk about anything else because everybody's affected by this. So nobody's doing anything else but this.
True. But we'll be back with episode 126. And you know what? We're probably going to be wearing the same clothes.
I might change.
Right.